What's going on, world? It's your boy Sauce Brady, and I'd like to welcome y'all back to the third episode of the Roll Up Podcast. As always, what I'm saying, I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in. I'd like to thank y'all for locking into the podcast. I appreciate, what I'm saying, all the likes, shares, what I'm saying, on the social medias. And I'm encouraging y'all, what I'm saying, to subscribe to the podcast. What I'm saying? Make sure y'all leave a comment. Make sure y'all leave a like, what I'm saying, because every vote, what I'm saying, helps get my podcast, what I'm saying, some more attention, what I'm saying, because I'm trying to take the movement worldwide, what I'm saying. So I want to touch on the first couple episodes, what I'm saying. We talked about, um, what I'm saying, we talked about winning the battle upstairs, what I'm saying, and why it's important, what I'm saying, to remain mentally tough, what I'm saying. We talked about, what I'm saying, being mindful of the company that we keep around us. You know what I'm saying? In today's episode, what I'm saying, is gonna relate to those previous two. You know what I'm saying? And it's titled Comparison is the Thief of Joy. You know what I'm saying? And as promised, what I'm saying, I said some new things were gonna come, what I'm saying, with the podcast this year. And one of those things, what I'm saying, is gonna include, what I'm saying, doing live interviews. And for our very first guest, what I'm saying, on the Roll Up podcast, I definitely like to, what I'm saying, introduce my young man, Mr. 91 OG himself, Mr. James Keller. What I'm saying, I'm gonna be doing more interviews, what I'm saying, with some of the people that I look up to, some of the people that inspire me, what I'm saying, the individuals, what I'm saying, that you should keep on your radar, what I'm saying, whether it's fucking other podcast hosts, musicians, so on and so forth. Um, each interview, what I'm saying, is gonna add value to the conversation and hopefully, provide more insight and why it's important, what I'm saying, to believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? James, what I'm saying, very, very, very close friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? I see him as my little bro. I met him out at Benedict. I want to say like 2009, 2010. He came out from Cali. You know what I'm saying? He came for a semester or two. You know what I'm saying? Then we locked in. That was my dog. You know what I'm saying? I took him under my wing. You know what I'm saying? Showed him the ropes, and it was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Watching him come out of his shell from being the shy kid from Cali to being one of the people that everybody wanted to be around, and watching him grow, you know what I'm saying, from past Benedict, you know what I'm saying, to becoming a father, you know what I'm saying, starting his own podcast, you know what I'm saying, following his dream, you know what I'm saying, being that inspiration to his kids, you know what I'm saying. It's important, you know what I'm saying, that I bring him on the podcast, you know what I'm saying, because the quote does come from his podcast. So I definitely want, you know what I'm saying, y'all to hear his opinion, you know what I'm saying, so y'all can go lock into his podcast as well. So shout out to my boy James, you know what I'm saying, shout out to the original podcast. We're gonna tap in with him, you know what I'm saying, a little later. And, today's topic, like I said, is about reasons why you shouldn't compare, you know what I'm saying, your current chapter to anybody else's. And before I get started, you know what I'm saying, I like to point out that I start every episode, you know what I'm saying, with a quote. And I do that because, life is crazy sometimes. And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, we may not have the answers, or we may not know, you know what I'm saying, the direction that we need to go. And as you listen to the podcast, you know what I'm saying, I hope the quotes stick out. You know what I'm saying? Then when you're going through certain trials and tribulations, they'll help put them into perspective. You know what I'm saying? So you can learn from them. You know what I'm saying? And help you maneuver throughout your daily schemes, and help push you on the days when you need that extra motivation. So today's quote, I'm not really too sure who said the quote, so I'm not really gonna take credit for it, but it's a pretty powerful quote. And it reads, "Don't compare your life to others. There's no comparison between the sun and the moon. They shine when it's their time." And you know what I'm saying? And along this life experience, you know what I'm saying, we gonna witness, you know what I'm saying, other people, you know what I'm saying, living their best life. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be locked we gonna scrolling social media, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna see people flashing the jewelry, flashing the money, you know what I'm saying, flashing the lavish lifestyle. And it's important, you know what I'm saying, to understand that you don't know the work that they put in to get there. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the grind that it took to them to get to that point to where they can flash money, to the point to where they can, do the things that they do. You know what I'm saying? And it's important, you know what I'm saying, that when we lock in on our own campaign, we lock in on what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna help us, reach, a similar level of success, whether it, like I say, whether you want to, do your own thing, whatever that is, when you focus on yours, it's going to help you conquer your goals. And it doesn't matter, whether they family passed it down to them, whether they was rich, trust fund kids, or they grew up poor, that's not none of your concern. Your concern is how you can help get your family to that point and how you can get yourself, to that level to where you putting in the same level of work. Just like Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart been on the grind for a long time. And there was a point in time, where you'll see him like every now and then on, on a little stand up specials on TV, or you might catch him in the movie every so often. But he stayed on the grind, He kept putting in work, he kept going on tours, he kept trying new material, And now he got his own production company, He got his own, series on Netflix that's going crazy. And no, this is not a paid endorsement, but Kev, if you're listening to this, salute to you, man. I love what you do. It's an inspiration. Keep going. And it's important, that we are all that we all remember that we are all creations, from a higher being. And with that being said, we were all instilled with the purpose. We were all instilled with the dream, And for some people, they figure it out right away. But for most of us, we gotta live life, to figure out what that is. For me, I tried different avenues, different ways, different jobs, that I thought I would do, or that I thought I would, feel comfortable doing for the rest of my life. But doing this podcast, was something that was in the back of my mind constantly. And it was something that I couldn't give up. And I knew, that the work that I put in at Benedict, and, how much fun I had, producing my own radio station and producing my own radio shows, I knew I wanted to feel that feeling forever without having the restrictions, of somebody telling me what I can and can't say, somebody telling me when to play what I wanted to play. I wanted to have that freedom to do my own thing. And, life kind of, it kind of it taught me, how to follow my dreams, how to stay, hungry, how to stay patient, how to, put small bits of work in at a time, taking small steps to help lead, to the next opportunity. And if if you're unsure, what's for you, ask. Me and Hannah was having this conversation earlier, like the universe is very funny. When you ask certain questions, we gotta be ready for that answer. Because sometimes, it's not the answer that we want. Sometimes it's not a very clear answer. Sometimes it comes through signs. Sometimes it comes through other people. Sometimes it comes through silence. But when you ask the universe, to help point you in the right direction, there's always an answer. It's always important, to be in a moment so we can pay attention to those signs. And it's dangerous comparing ourselves to other people, because when you compare yourself to other people, you feel like you're doing something wrong and you feel like they're doing everything right. You start to lose your self worth. You start to lose your self worth, because you're thinking that you're doing something wrong, that that maybe, you're not around the right people, or you're not making the right connections. But where you are is where you're supposed to be. What you have is everything that you need, to thrive, to help you get to that next level. Before I got the Roadcaster, we was staying at Hannah's brother's house, and I recorded season 2, in the bathroom. We was in Arizona and I recorded season 1, I recorded that in the bathroom. Now I got this production podcast system, now we getting crazy with the, with the production. But all that to say, stay, taking those small steps, they help you, stay focused on the grind. They help you stay committed, to manifesting your dreams. And one thing, like Mel Robbins, she been pushing a lot lately, on social media. You know what I'm saying? This manifestation, you know what I'm saying, is not focusing on the end goal. It's the small steps that help you get there. You know what I'm saying? It's those small hours, you know what I'm saying, where you create new graphics for your campaign or you taking notes, you know what I'm saying, learning from the people that you look up to. You learning from them, you know what I'm saying, learning their mistakes, you learning, you know what I'm saying, their success, you know what I'm saying, and help, you know what I'm saying, helping yourself so you can translate that, you know what I'm saying, to putting it towards what you got to put it towards to, you know what I'm saying, and in order to keep up with the Joneses, you know what I'm saying, it requires you, you know what I'm saying, to chase things that don't pertain to you, you know what I'm saying, and when you end up doing that, you know what I'm saying, you end up getting lost in the sauce, you know what I'm saying, you'll find yourself mentally stuck, and it's because you were doing something that didn't fulfill the real you, you know what I'm saying, and when you do that, you know what I'm saying, you let opportunities fall right by the wayside instead of seizing the moment by comparing your growth, you know what I'm saying, to somebody else's. You know what I'm saying? We all different. We all run at our own speed, you know what I'm saying? And it's important, you know what I'm saying, to realize, you know what I'm saying, that everybody's journey is different, but the final destination is the same. And by the same, you know what I'm saying, I mean that point to where we can say that we made it. You know, similar to getting directions, you know what I'm saying, for example, to the Florida Mall. You know what I'm saying? There's 4 or 5 different ways to get there. But just because you choose one, it doesn't always gonna mean it's gonna be the fastest. You know what I'm saying? You may choose to go down OBT, you know what I'm saying, you get caught in traffic. Or you choose to go on I-4, you know what I'm saying, it's smooth, but when you get to OBT it's traffic. Or you can take, you know what I'm saying, the back way and come the opposite way of OBT, you know what I'm saying, and there's no traffic, you know what I'm saying? There's no guaranteed, you know what I'm saying, way to unknow what the traffic is gonna be like. You're not gonna know, you know what I'm saying, what the journey is gonna be like. But it's important, you know what I'm saying, that you focus on the, you know what I'm saying, the small steps that you taking, you know what I'm saying, to reach your goal and not worry about that final destination. You know what I'm saying? Just because you take, like I said, just because you take one route doesn't always gonna mean it's gonna be the fastest. But you know what I'm saying, you always gonna get to where you're supposed to be. And it's also important, you know what I'm saying, to remember that patience is key. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be too patient because your anxiety is gonna get to you. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to be too comfortable either. You know what I'm saying? And not be prepared for that opportunity when your number get called. And you know, a few things, you know what I'm saying, that I do to help not compare my journey to other people is I wake up, you know what I'm saying, before everybody in the house. I wake up around like 4 or 5, 4:30, 5 o'clock at the latest. You know what I'm saying, to give myself some peace and quiet time. You know what I'm saying, to think, to draw. You know what I'm saying, my game plan to figure out what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying. Sometimes I meditate. Sometimes I jump on Canva. You know what I'm saying, make a couple of designs. Sometimes I read. You know what I'm saying. Sometimes I listen to music. Sometimes I just sit up and watch YouTube. You know what I'm saying. Whatever I do, you know, so now I make sure, you know what I'm saying, I get that peace and gratitude. I mean that peace and quiet time, excuse me. But speaking of gratitude, you know what I'm saying, I also have a gratitude exercise, you know what I'm saying, that I practice in the shower. You know what I'm saying? Before I get out the shower, you know what I'm saying, I just stand there and let the water run on me. You know what I'm saying? After I wash off, obviously. And I just name like 15, 20 things, you know what I'm saying, that I'm grateful for. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's, you know what I'm saying, waking up in the house, you know what I'm saying, with my family, or waking up beside my wife, or having lights, or having food in the refrigerator, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying. I find 20 things every morning, you know what I'm saying, to be grateful for, you know what I'm saying, to help shift my mind, you know what I'm saying, in that positive direction. And then I also, you know what I'm saying, I celebrate myself for my small achievements, you know what I'm saying, because we'll get to it later on in the season, you know what I'm saying. My life is crazy sometimes, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I do a lot of crazy shit. And you know what I'm saying, sometimes shit don't be looking like it's gonna work out, but it always work out in the end. You know what I'm saying? And I always, you know what I'm saying, celebrate myself, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, giving myself a pat on the back, giving myself a high five, or fist bumping myself, or, you know what I'm saying, treating myself to a good meal, or treating my family to a good meal. You know what I'm saying? I always find a way to celebrate myself. You know what I'm saying? And every day, you know what I'm saying, I try to put action, you know what I'm saying, into my craft. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, sometimes I'll put in work on Canva. Sometimes I'll write a blog. You know what I'm saying? I always try to find something, you know what I'm saying, to put more energy towards my craft because I'm learning every day. You know what I'm saying? Instead of wishing for something amazing to happen, You know what I'm saying? By putting in those small steps, you are attracting more opportunities, you know what I'm saying, to head your way. And lastly, you know what I'm saying, I understand, you know what I'm saying, that I'm not perfect and I want y'all to understand that too, you know what I'm saying? There are gonna be times, you know what I'm saying, where you accidentally slip into, you know what I'm saying, the autopilot and you're gonna begin to criticize yourself. But it's important to keep track, you know what I'm saying, like I said in previous episodes, you know what I'm saying, to find ways to get back right on track. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, nobody is responsible for how our life turns out but us. You know what I'm saying? Minding our business, you know what I'm saying, is 100% free. And this investment that you'll see in return 1,000,000%. You know what I'm saying? Running your race is doing just that. You know what I'm saying? You staying in your lane, you putting your blinders on, you're not focusing on what the next man doing, you're not focusing on what the next woman doing. You know what I'm saying? You just doing what you do, trying to make it happen for you and your family. You know what I'm saying? And you understand, you know what I'm saying, that there's no shortage of money. You understand that there's no shortage of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? What's for you is gonna be for you at the end of the day. Um, you know what I'm saying? It's also, you know what I'm saying, important to celebrate with your friends. You know what I'm saying? Because a candle doesn't lose, you know what I'm saying, is flame by lighting another candle. You know what I'm saying? Celebrate your friends, you know what I'm saying, when they got stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? Salute them, tell them you're proud of them, share their work, you know what I'm saying? Share, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is they got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like I said on the Residual Impact podcast post, you know what I'm saying, the other day, like everybody want VIP treatment, but everybody don't want to do VIP shit. You know what I'm saying? Support your friends, support their business. You know what I'm saying? Share their work, cop from them. You know what I'm saying? From time to time, show them that you love them, show them that you fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? And help boost the squad. You know what I'm saying, to the next level. Because you know what I'm saying, 2022. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop comparing ourselves to other people. We got to stop comparing their journey to ours. We got to stop being so hard on ourselves, you know what I'm saying, for not being where we want to be and be more grateful and active in the present. By being grateful for the present, you know what I'm saying, you are allowing yourself the opportunity to channel all your energy into your passion. It's helping you tap into higher altitudes of creativity, you know what I'm saying, and it's helping you with clarity. And most importantly, it's affirming the belief in yourself, you know what I'm saying, that you're enough and you're capable, you know what I'm saying, of getting to where you got to be. In 2022, we're ending all comparisons, you know what I'm saying, to other people. The only comparison that we doing is comparing to our journey and who we were last year. You know what I'm saying? The only comparison we're doing is looking back over the course of our life, you know what I'm saying, and seeing the events where shit went left and ended up turning out all right. You know what I'm saying? This year we're practicing the art of minding our damn business. You know what I'm saying? If we can subscribe, you know what I'm saying, to Netflix and Disney Plus, Apple Music and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? We can easily subscribe to our own damn business. So, you know what I'm saying? To close the chapter, you know what I'm saying, on this episode, you know what I'm saying, this year, you know what I'm saying, we walking into our full potential. You know what I'm saying? That each episode is gonna help us get there. I hope I said something meaningful, you know what I'm saying, that you could take with you on your daily schemes. You know what I'm saying? We finna get into this interview, you know what I'm saying, with James. I'm finna lock in with him. I'm finna give him a call, you know what I'm saying? And he finna be on the line and we finna chop it up, man. I hope, you know what I'm saying, that this episode, you know what I'm saying, was for you. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned.